The Professional Skateboarding League. It's here, guys. Mike Mo's newest forte into competition skateboarding. I haven't done a whole lot of research around this. I am going to watch it, and I wanted to go into it as fresh as possible, give it the best possible chance. But I have seen the rules, and I do have a couple concerns before we even start watching this, and I kind of want to see how they play out in the matches. So, basically, it's a game of skate down a stair set. I guess that's kind of where I should start, in that basically the whole idea of PSL is to simplify skateboarding. Mike Mo says it himself.
And it's all meant to be simple and understandable where anyone can watch it and just understand who's always winning, who's losing.
Yeah.
And it's just meant to be simplified in every single way.
Doesn't say simplify from what, but we kind of have to assume that he's talking about Street League. What else would he be talking about? I kind of don't know if Street League is super overcomplicated. I just don't know if it's marketed very well. The Olympics, when it comes around, seems to do well for skateboarding every time. Maybe it's anecdotal, but people in my real life seem to be more interested in skateboarding than they are at any other point ever. Olympic format is very similar to Street League, and that would be our best performing product contest-wise. So I don't know that simplifying it down is the issue. The second issue I see is teams. Now, I'm not completely opposed to teams in a skateboarding format, I don't think, but I'm kind of confused as to what the point is. In this short little thing here that I only watched the start of just to get the rules, Mike Mo says essentially that he thinks the teams will balance each other like they're good at different tricks, which kind of makes sense to me, but honestly, if we're going down a set and we're doing teams, doesn't it make sense to have one dude be a flip trick skater and the other to be a rail skater, and then they sort of complement each other that way? That seems more interesting to me than just hucking down the stairs. I'm also interested to see what's the point of the teams. Do they stay consistent? Do they change? In a normal sport, you kind of pick a team and you back them and you support them. They change players in and out, but you continue to support them. Is that the same here? Do I support a specific team in PSL? All right, let's just get into it. I do want to give this a chance. Whilst I am kind of skeptical from the outset, I do genuinely like SLS and the Olympics. I think that they're fun, entertaining products, and I kind of would enjoy more content like them. Whilst I am skeptical, let's go. Let's watch PSL, the first exhibition match.
Hello and welcome to PSL, everyone. My name is Clint Peterson. With me here's...
Brother, who have we got? Okay, what a random lineup of commentators. So Sean Molto on the side, you know, that makes sense. Street League expert. Dan Plunkett. That's such a random choice to have Dan Plunkett as a host of PSL. And Clint Peterson.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Alright, brother. Alright. This explains why I don't know much about you, mate. But honestly, what is happening with this? Alright, so we're off to a strong start here.
Keep in mind, this is an exhibition match ran by solely skaters, so there's going to be some kinks to work out. And we're going to figure this all out along the way.
This is a test match, guys. We have kinks to figure out. What's the rhyme and reason to these? P-Rod and Deshaun Jordan, Miles Silvers, and Art Cordova. Why is P-Rod and Miles not together? That's a primitive team. But it's P-Rod and Deshaun. Deshaun skates for April. But also, not really seeing a board here for Art Cordova in the Pro Skateboarding League. Okay, but Nigel Houston, Zach Saraceno, Jamie Foy, and Roman Hager. Alright, let's pick a team. I'm gonna have to go with King Jar and White King, Zach Saraceno. That's who I'll be rooting for. Everyone wearing their best fit for the launch of PSL, yo.
Hey guys at home. I'm feeling great. Yeah.
How many X Games have you won?
I lost count.
See?
I lost count.
There we go.
So you've heard from us up in the booth. Let's check in down with Gary over at the stairs.
This is not Gary Rogers, please.
Boys, girls, skaters around the world.
Brother, if you think Street League is the issue with contest skateboarding and not this bloke right here screaming into the microphone every time I'm trying to watch skateboarding, I don't know what to tell you, mate. Stop inviting Gary Rogers to shit.
Baseball got the first pitch. We got the first trick with the legendary Eric Costin, who just got off the airplane 5 minutes ago!
Yeah, we known each other, I don't know, maybe 10 years now.
Dang, it's been that long.
Yeah, this my dog, man. Like he said, you know, we like 10 years plus.
And yeah, we just met today. We got put on the same team, so.
This my dog, 10 years plus, I'd ride or die for this bloke. Yeah, I met this bloke today, hey, like, I don't know why we're together, there's no point, rhyme, or reason to this. Shouldn't I be with the dude who pays me? I feel like I should be on his team. He's paying me. He's writing my check.
It evolves round one.
Look at them. Is this is the strat right now? This is what we're talking about, lads. What should I do down the set? Bruh, I reckon like try something hard, dude. Something they probably can't do. Maybe laser? Maybe?
Everything is open.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Should have tried the laser.
The hat.
We're not all the way through this yet. I don't know how the rest of this will go, but at 26 minutes in, out of 2 hours and 4 minutes, I'm kind of feeling like maybe 3 rounds would be better for this format than 5, but let's see. Why is Yuto just here? We couldn't afford Yuto? We'll just have him come watch?
Wow.
That should
After review, due to contact of a heel and hand on the ground, trick attempt is no good.
What's he talking about? Hand. What? Where's the heel? There's no toe drag. Where's the heel, actually? Where's the fucking heel? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe. Is that what they're talking about? Like, there's heel drag here? I kind of believe that. His foot is going, like, this way. There could be heel drag there. But I can't see that. If the judge had this angle, I don't even know how he came to that conclusion. I'm also thinking, maybe he saw something different. This is a pre-record. They totally could have put the right angle in there if there was a different angle. Why is it so cropped in?
The crowd does not like that.
Look at this man. This dude looks so tired. And if he wins this, he's got to do another one of these tonight. So Miles Silvers and Art Cordova win the first round. Congratulations, lads.
PSL.
Into the final we go.
Jamie Foy, who's subbing in for the heel bruised Chris Joslin and Roman Hager versus.
Okay, so that would have been Joslin, but this time it's Jamie Foy and another person who is not a professional, and then our team. Let's go. This is our team, guys, right here. Frank Ocean, Off-White, Hardy's New York, Monster Hat. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Jar is about to wipe the floor. Brother, what was that? On the aura board. Oh, brother, not much aura in this, is there? Far out.
2 more chances.
Perfect switch heel. You can primo and everything. Oh.
This is going to be such a wash. Jamie Foy is not a switch dude. That's pretty known. Like, if you watch a lot of his footage, he doesn't really skate a lot of switch. It's mostly regular or fakey. So, like, putting him against someone who is as good as switch as, like, Niger, it's kind of just like an unfair advantage. Because I think they'll both be able to do regular and fakey tricks unless Jamie has some just, like, crazy stuff in his bag. But he's also comparable to Chris Joslin, who would have been here. I don't think Chris Joslin's switch game is, like, that crazy either. I think Kelly's telling him, which is kind of cheating. You can see Kelly clearly saying something here. I bet he's saying, give him another chance, because he really should. Because, Jamie, you can't do that trick. Yeah, look at him. You can't do that. You know that shit.
Try to do something here.
There we go.
And the
Strategy. Look at him. Jamie Foy's stoked. Bro, we could have strategy in skateboarding. Crazy.
Next time we'll get him a little something.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how much hand here. That was a full palm.
Aggressive, yeah.
Palm, but you know.
And he would have went down.
After review,
Okay.
due to an excessive hand touch, trick attempt is no good.
Excessive.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
So what? A little graze is fine. Like if it just do-do-do-do. But if I fucking slap it, ooh, that's a problem. You can't slap it. You gotta be gentle with the ground. No slapping.
Is using their
Why
first
isn't Midler here? Get Midler to play for Disorder.
Seemed like a go-to for him.
Zach's going for it. Ooh, okay.
I'm excited to see Nadia try
Definitely
this.
treat it as like a flat
Oh, he
ground
wants him to try it again. Did you opt in the homie? Can I get Midler to try the nollie heel? This is not how you want your first PSL outing to go. Jamie Foy is looking fucked. As I keep saying, this is too many rounds, but just look at him. When he gives fucking row, he's like, holy shit. Getting Sodi was easier than this shit.
1 foot. Or as it's referred to as an Ollie North sometimes.
Too easy.
I didn't even see that. Okay, so Zach, be nice if they had a better angle of that. I mean, I guess. This is edited, so either they don't have an angle or they don't want to show it. There's one obstacle here we're skating. How is there not a camera on a tripod facing the stairs? What is this angle to show, like, a kind of questionable trick? Either they don't have another angle or they don't want to show it. Look, that was good in the end. I don't know. In the 5th round, the teams do seem to pick up. I just kind of think they'd do the same if you did it with 3, except you'd have 3 interesting rounds rather than a weird middle bit.
This might take a while.
We got a belt for this exhibition match.
There it is. Good back 3 set by Zach Saraceno.
Bruh, what a image. Just Gary Rogers walking around with this huge ass belt on him for the first PSL. Like, I want to like this, but kind of making it difficult when you're looking at shit like this. What is this angle though? Like, is this their tripod angle I was talking about before? This is such a bad angle. Why would it not be at the bottom? Honestly, this last round has been kind of the most uninteresting of the both of them so far. Oh, the brick underneath though? This is how you know you're Tyshawn's homie, when you're bricked up underneath. Once again, Nigel Houston wins. I know that's who I was backing, and for pretty good reason by the looks of it. This will be another thing for Nigel's trophy cabinet. You know, he goes partying with the Olympic trophy.
It's looking rough.
Does he wear the belt when he DJs at a house party? Look at him with his belt.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Alright, so it's about a week or so after PSL initially released, and I've had some time to sort of live with it and gather my thoughts and feelings on it. Also, Mike Mo did a bunt addressing some of the criticism I have for it, so let's talk about what I do and don't like about this format. So, the first thing I want to say is that I don't actually hate this. I have seen pretty mixed reviews for it, where some people seem to really love it and some people seem to really hate it. I'm kind of in the middle myself. I don't think it's anything amazing, but I also think it's a fine skateboarding competition. Would I watch a PSL 2? Yes. Would I recommend it to somebody? Probably not. I do want to stress this though. I do not think this is for normies or non-skaters. I think to understand this format and even to engage with it, you really do need to skate. I think watching dudes do flip tricks down the set is kind of boring if you don't skate. Even Mike Mo admits that this formula is kind of flawed when you don't have the best dudes in the world doing it.
The format itself is actually not a very good format to watch if the guys aren't good. You need like an unbelievable amount of talent in there to make it competitive. But what I keep thinking about is everything kind of works that way. Think about like a basketball hoop or something. You know, it's like, say it's us 3. Are we going to bring in more views than LeBron James playing Kobe Bryant?
This is really dumb because college sports exist as well as amateur sports outside of the States. Like, if this was true, amateur sports would literally not be televised or streamed anywhere because no one would watch them. But for this format, I need to have Nigel Houston doing it, otherwise it's gonna suck. That's a bad format. I think if we're trying to gain some success, we need to look at what works. Again, the Olympics is our most popular skateboarding contest. Why does that work? Because Yuto and Sora are throwing themselves down things and they look like stuntmen. Watching dudes hit the set, especially 40-year-old dudes, is just not as interesting as a proper skateboarding contest. This is not a substitute. But this does bring me to my next point, which is there needs to be other spots. The Bunt Dudes actually asked Mike Mo about this, and Mike Mo is just dead set. It is just the set. He is not interested in any other obstacles.
Every week, different obstacle. Stairs.
No, not
rail.
different. It's not different obstacles.
So we're playing one obstacle for a whole season?
There's only one football field.
So we're playing one obstacle for a whole season?
He claims it's because if he put a rail there, rail skating is more intricate, the skills are more niche, someone like Yuto would just thrash the competition. I kind of understand what he's saying here, but also you're trying to build a sport within skateboarding whilst excluding one of the biggest and most visually appealing parts of it and our best athlete's best skill set. If you can't work that into the sport you're trying to make, what's the point? This format's kind of designed so dudes who shouldn't be winning contests can win contests. But ultimately, I think the real solution to this issue is just to rotate the obstacle. 1 week it's the double set, 1 week it's a ledge, the next week it's the flat bar, 1 week it is a rail, and Yuto does smash that week, but he doesn't do very well on the other weeks. And he does have this option. He says in this interview that money is kind of a constraint, and that he is going to do most of these future PSLs, at least for the moment, at P-Rod's Park because it's cost effective. Fair. But all those obstacles I just listed are at P-Rod's Park. It's not as if he doesn't have the option to use them. He's choosing to use the double set. And his reasoning as well is the football field doesn't change, the basketball field doesn't change, which doesn't make any sense since the unpredictability and the entertainment value in those sports come from the players and the random element of the ball. With a sport like this, there's a random element that the ball can go anywhere, or it can be intercepted. The other team can do something. There's no dynamic element in PSL. The teams can't really strategize against each other. Like in football or basketball, if one team has a particular strategy that's just so good, your team can plan another strategy to try and defend that or counteract that. In PSL, your strategy to defend against the other team is to literally copy their tricks. You can't outthink Niger Houston. You have to learn to switch heel or you're going to lose on points. Mike Mo also tries to justify this in that
It just stairs. Like, is that going to get boring? You know, for one match, it doesn't get boring. Or for one event, it doesn't get boring. But yeah, does it eventually get boring? For some reason, flat ground games of skate don't really get that boring. I mean, like, they still put up views.
Brother, look at the Battle at the Barracks numbers now compared to what they were.
Flat ground games of skate don't really get that boring. I mean, like, they still put up views.
As I've said in this, I also do think there should be less rounds. Mike Mo kind of agrees with this.
Talking about like these one-off exhibition matches, which we're going to do another one because we want to tweak the format a little bit. To me, that makes sense to do 3-3-5. Or yeah, game 1, 3, game 2, 3, and then 5 for the final. But I think the season should probably be like maybe 4 rounds.
I think this is somewhat better. I'll wait until the second one to see if this sort of helps at all, but that seems like a better format, at least, than just 5-5-5. Overall, on its core, PSL, I think, has some potential. With a lot of work, it could actually be something. However, when the guy leading it is as delusional as Mike Mo,
the format itself is actually not a very good format to watch.
I don't think it's going to go very far, and I think it probably will be a fad. I think Mike Mo's main issue here is instead of focusing on the sport and making the sport as good as it could possibly be, he's looking too far into the future. Bro is literally already making a fantasy league.
We're already building a fantasy league for it.
How are we making a fantasy league when we haven't even figured out the league? Don't get me wrong. If a PSL 2 comes out, I will watch it. However, I just don't see PSL as the next big thing in the skateboarding world, let alone the sporting world.